Neymar Junior's return date is finally taking shape. Carlo Ancelotti has already started laying the groundwork for Brazil's next squad announcement, and one of Brazil's most exciting young talents, Ryan Vitor, has officially completed his move to Bournemouth. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Football Episode. And in today's video, we're diving into three major Brazilian football updates that fans have been waiting for. Neymar Junior's long-awaited comeback from injury, Brazil national team head coach Carlo Ancelotti's intense preparation process ahead of the upcoming international window, and the confirmed European move of teenage sensation Ryan Vitor. Let's start with the topic that has dominated Brazilian football conversations for weeks now: Neymar Junior's return to the pitch. The level of curiosity and excitement surrounding Neymar's comeback has been massive, and honestly, it's understandable. Every time there's even a small update about Neymar, fans immediately want to know one thing: when exactly will he play again? Just 2 or 3 days ago, we talked about Neymar's situation, and at that time, the return date was still uncertain. But now, we finally have a clearer picture. Today is Thursday, and according to the latest information, Neymar himself has expressed his intention to take part in Santos' next full team training session. This is a huge step forward because it means Neymar is very close to returning to full football activity. Reports suggest that Neymar informed the club about this development just yesterday. However, to be absolutely clear, his participation in full team training is not yet 100% confirmed. While the pain in his foot has completely disappeared, Neymar is still following a carefully monitored recovery process related to muscle fitness. That recovery phase is expected to continue until the end of this month. According to updates coming directly from Santos, there is a very strong possibility that Neymar could return to competitive action in the match against Sao Paulo on the 4th. While the club has not officially confirmed it yet, insiders believe there's a 99% chance Neymar will feature in that match. Before that, Santos do have another game against Sao Paulo on January 1st, but Neymar is not expected to play in that fixture. All focus is now on the February 4th match, which appears to be the most realistic return date for the Brazilian superstar. There have been rumors circulating online claiming Neymar could return as early as the 28th of this month, but these reports do not come from reliable sources. If you follow authentic Brazilian sports media outlets such as Globo Esporte, TNT Sports Brazil, or ESPN Brazil, you'll consistently see the same message. The most likely return date for Neymar Jr. is February 4th. It's still not officially confirmed, but at this point, that date should be considered the closest thing to an official update. Now, moving on to the Brazil national team and head coach Carlo Ancelotti. Brazil have 2 major international friendly matches scheduled for March, facing France on March 27th and Croatia on March 31st. These 2 matches are extremely important, and preparations have already begun well in advance. The Brazilian coaching staff has been actively traveling across Europe to observe potential squad members. Their scouting activities officially began on the 17th of this month, and between the 17th and the 22nd, several matches were already closely monitored. Carlo Ancelotti himself personally attended 2 Real Madrid matches, including their most recent game against Monaco. Alongside Ancelotti, his coaching staff have been visiting stadiums across Europe, keeping a close eye on Brazilian players competing at the highest level. The observation process doesn't stop there. Starting from February 1st, the Brazilian coaching staff will also begin monitoring domestic league matches in Brazil. This evaluation phase will continue until the final squad is selected. Essentially, Brazil's coaching team will spend nearly 1.5 months carefully observing players before finalizing the squad. This extended scouting period strongly suggests that Ancelotti is not just preparing for friendly matches. He's building the foundation for Brazil's future, including World Cup preparations. Players selected during this phase are very likely to be those considered for the World Cup squad. That's why this process is so thorough and time-consuming. Additionally, the Brazilian Football Confederation has already finalized logistical preparations, including team hotels, training facilities, and overall match arrangements for upcoming World Cup-related fixtures. About a week ago, the CBF released confirmation that all these organizational details have been completed. This shows just how serious and structured Brazil's preparations have become under Ancelotti's leadership. From physical trainers to medical staff and performance analysts, everyone is fully involved in shaping the next generation of the Brazilian national team. Now, let's move on to our final topic, Ryan Vitor. When we last spoke about him, negotiations were still ongoing between Bournemouth and Vasco da Gama. Bournemouth had reportedly submitted a €35 million offer, which Vasco initially rejected. But now, according to one of the most reliable sources in football transfer news, Fabrizio Romano, the deal is officially done. Yes, it's a classic here we go. Ryan Vitor has completed his move to Bournemouth, and from late January or early February, we'll see him playing in the Premier League. Ryan Vitor is just 19 years old, and this move comes at the perfect time in his career. For a young Brazilian talent, moving to Europe at this age is crucial. Waiting until 24 or 25 often makes the transition much more difficult. By choosing to move now, Ryan Vitor has taken a smart step forward. His talent has never been questioned, and European exposure will only help him grow faster. If he manages to perform well at Bournemouth, a call-up to the Brazilian national team could definitely be on the horizon. However, earning a place in Brazil's World Cup squad before the tournament will be extremely difficult. The competition is intense, and breaking into the squad at such a young age requires exceptional performances. That said, after the World Cup, if Ryan Vitor continues to develop and impress in Europe, we could very well see him wearing the iconic yellow jersey of Brazil. So to summarize today's video, we've covered Neymar Junior's expected return date, Carlo Ancelotti's detailed and long-term approach to building the Brazilian national team, and Ryan Vitor's confirmed transfer to Bournemouth. These are all major developments that shape the future of Brazilian football. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with regular football news like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching from Facebook, don't forget to follow the page. That's all for today. See you in the next video.